Hi, and I'm happy to welcome you to my own simple WordPress course, which will be a great start to start development of WordPress themes. This is a really simple course with short videos where I show you how WordPress uses templates and how you can create themes. And yes, in this course we're going to use a Bootstrap library only for building grids for templates. The main focus of this course is to teach you the basics of building WordPress themes. Here we will not talk about design or something like this. Who is this course for? If you are an absolute zero in WordPress theme creation, this course will be a great start for you. But if you already know how to create the main templates and how to work with custom post types, taxonomies and other, I think that you need to find more advanced course for you. What you will learn in this course. So as I said, in this course you're gonna learn the basics of WordPress theme creation. You will learn how to create the main template files of the theme, how to create the custom post types, error pages, taxonomies and many other things. What do you need to know before starting this course? You will need to only know basics of the PHP development or basics of the PHP language, basics of WordPress using, and also about using the HTML markup language. So that will be really simple course, and if you want to start this course, I wish for you good luck, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Hi everybody, and welcome to my course where we're gonna build them for WordPress CMS with Bootstrap CSS library. My name is Damien, I'm middle PHP developer, and I'm gonna lead this course, so let's begin. And first, I want to tell a few words about me. So as I said, I'm middle PHP developer with 3 years of experience. I'm author of the PHP Junior Kit book. You can also find this book in Google Play Market. And I'm supporter of IT VDN platform that also have great courses. And here is my small list of technologies that I use every day, and that's all. I just want to tell really more information about me because I think that it's time to start. So first question, what we are going to do? So what we are going to do in this course? This is the first question that we got. We're going to build a full theme for WordPress with all standard pages that themes have. And also we're gonna use one Figma file as a reference for design of our theme. What do we need for this course? First, you will need a clear website with installed WordPress CMS. The second thing that you need, this is some code editor. As code editor, I'm gonna use Visual Studio Code. And you can use editors that you like. And great, now when we know already what we're going to do, and it's time to start developing. So open your WordPress website folder in your code editor or EDI, and let's start creating new theme. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Before we're gonna start creating all pages for the WordPress theme, we need to talk about the structure of every WordPress theme. Now let's look at the first file names and which file is responsible for in WordPress theme. So first folder that you can see here, this is assets folder. You can use this folder if you want, for example, save your images, CSS files, or JavaScript files or other media files. And yeah, you can also in this folder create a CSS folder or JavaScript folder, and so as I said, you can use this for your media files. Next folder, this is inc folder. You can use this folder like a folder where you want to save your PHP classes or special PHP code that you will use in your WordPress theme. But this is optional. You can create for example folders that you can name classes, and you can also save in this folder your PHP code. Next folder, this is section. This is also optional folder, and here you can save your sections of the template. And next file that we see here, this is index.php. This is main template for posts. It's like a blog page. Next file, this is header.php, and this is file where we need to save structure of the website header. I mean them header, yeah. Footer.php, this is template for the footer, and yeah, here you just save structure for the footer of your them. Page.php, and this is, it is like a template for the pages that have our own content, like when you're creating new page in WordPress, you can choose templates, or for example, you can use default template that is saved in page.php file. Single.php, this is file for the post template for the posts, single post, yeah. Category.php, this is page where you can filter, like a filter all posts by some category, and here you can save all design for this for pages like this. Search.php, this is a page for search results in your them. Style.css, and this is a really important file, because this is main file of your them, where you're gonna write information about your them, and you can also write some styles in this file. Functions.php, this is also important file. It's required to create this file in your them, and here you can connect your scripts, or you can write here your own PHP code that you want. And yeah, not found page after functions.php, and last file, this is comments.php. This is template for WordPress comments, and soon I'm gonna show you more files that WordPress themes have, because that's not all files. For example, here is also files like taxonomy.php, author.php, and other. But for now, we need to know only about all these files that you can see on this slide. So as you can see, there are many different files that have their own responsibilities, and here are some main files which we're gonna add to our them. First, let's look how we can define our them by style.css file. So first, we typing name of our them. Second line, this is URL to our them. It could be a link where you can download them or some updates. Next, this is author field. You can type here your name or name of your company. Author URI, you can type here, for example, link to your website or link to your company. Description, and here you can save description of your them. Version, here you save your version of your them. License, and here is you can type which license is used for your them. And use license URI, this is linked to the content of the license. And text domain, it's like a oven slack of the them, and you can also type here. And here is all information about them. This is name, author data, version, description, and license. And now let's go to our WordPress website and open thems folder and create a new folder that will be named 21, or for example, we can just name new folder my them, and that will be a folder for our them. And next, what we need to do is create a style CSS inside of this folder. So let's do this. Now I'm gonna open folder of my WordPress website, and I'm gonna create a folder with my new them, and we're gonna create a style.css file. So now I'm gonna go to the WP content, to the them folders, and here I'm gonna create a folder with my new them, and it's gonna be named my them. And now we need to create these three files. First, it's gonna be style.css. Next file, it's gonna be functions.php. And for now, let's leave this file empty, and also let's create an index.php file. And now let's in style.css write all information about our them that we just created here. So first, this is them name, and the name of our them, it's gonna be my them. Next, them URI, it will be, for example, wordpress.org, author Firecamp courses, after URI, let's leave here also wordpress.org, description, let's type here, for example, lorem ipsum, version, it's gonna be 1.0, and license it's gonna be mid license, and license URI it's gonna be also wordpress.org, and text domain of my XAMPP it's gonna be my XAMPP, my dash XAMPP. Okay, so I just saved this, and now we can open admin panel of our website, and now we can check our XAMPP. So let's go to the admin panel of our website. So if I go to the XAMPP page, you can see that here is my XAMPP that I just created, and if I want to check XAMPP details, you can see that here is author field, version, and description that I typed in style.css file. So that's all. We're gonna do more things in the next lessons, but for now that's all what you need to know. It's now main files of the structure, and now how to create your first empty XAMPP. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back, and in this lesson we're gonna create a header and footer for our XAMPP. This is one of the main parts, so we need to do this. So let's begin. And first what we need to do, this is create two new files that's gonna be named a header.php and footer.php. So let's go to the Visual Studio Code and let's do it. So I'm here, and first I need to create a header.php file. It's going to be a file for our header, and we can put here menu and many other items. And also let's create a footer.php. Now let's back to the header.php and let's start building structure of our header. So first we need to type doc type HTML. After this we open HTML tag, and we're gonna close this tag in footer.php. And first let's create a head. And one important thing that I need to say, that you all styles or your CSS styles and other you will connect by functions.php file, not in header.php. And now let's type here title. So here is the question, how we can show a title from the WordPress of current page. And that's not hard, we need just to type here vp title function, and it's gonna be get title of the current page. Okay, next what we need to call here, this is vp head function. This function will provide WordPress content to the XAMPP head, and it's gonna be some styles and many other things that we're gonna connect by functions.php. But also this function, vp head, this function also provides admin bar in top of your website. Okay, and next is create a body tag, and we type here body class. So we added here body class to provide CSS classes to body tag by WordPress. Okay, and maybe somebody have a question why we added here this function. Every WordPress page and post have own ID, own parameters, and when we typing here body class, it's gonna be added to body classes that will have information about current page ID, and many other information. Okay, great. So now let's go to the footer.php, and now let's put here another content. So first we need to type here function that is named vp footer, and we added here this function because we need to provide scripts that's gonna be connected by WordPress. About scripts we're gonna talk more in the next lessons. So I added here this function, and also I need to close here body tag because I don't close this tag in header.php. And after this, I need to close here also HTML tag. Great. And now let's try to create a small menu for header.php. So we go here and let's try just create some really simple menu. It will be not a menu created by WordPress functional, but soon I'm gonna show you how you can do this. It's gonna be like a small test. So let's create a first header tag. And for example, we can type here title h2 menu, and after that let's open here ul tag, and let's put here a list with menu items. So first item is gonna be link to the home page. So I close this item. Let's copy this and type here, for example, I don't know, about page. Yeah, link to the about page, contact us page, and the last item, it's gonna be blog page. So let's do this and let's save it. And great. Now let's open, now let's open our browser, our WordPress website, and check result. So let's do this. So as you can see, I'm here, and now we can go just to our website. And yeah, I forget to activate my XAMPP, so I need to type it. You need to click here, activate, and it's gonna be now our XAMPP, it's gonna be activated. And now we can go to the main page, and as you can see, there is nothing. One big question: why there is nothing? And because we created, for example, we created index.php, we created header and footer, but we need to, we need just to create we need to create also page.php file. So let's do also this. So let's go back to our code editor. Yeah. So let's just type here empty file that's gonna be named page.php, and type here test. Here I'm gonna first we need to get here header. Why I call these functions? When you have some pages or templates in WordPress XAMPP, you need to call get header to get header.php file, and also in the end of the file you need to call get footer function if you want to call to get footer.php file. And here, for example, I can type hi, and here I'm gonna put content of the WordPress pages. Let's save it, and now let's get back to the admin panel of our website. Now let's reload it, and you can see there is nothing, but we can go to the sample page, and now you can see that here is our menu, here is our header.php loaded, and here is footer, but footer is empty, so there is nothing provided by footer. So maybe somebody have question why if we go to the home page there is nothing, and the main reason is because I left my index.php file blank. So for example, if you go to the index.php file and call here also get header and get footer, it's gonna be load header and footer of the XAMPP. Okay, let's get back to the admin panel, and if I go, for example, to the home page, you can see that there is provided content, but there is no admin bar. Yeah, admin bar looks like I forget. So yeah, I forget. I type it here. I forget to type here get footer. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I fix it, and now let's get back and let's refresh it, and now you can see all works perfect. So the main reason why the homepage was blank, this is because I left index.php file blank. So and you can see that here is part of the header.php file. This is our menu, and here is also part of the footer.php file that we can see, but here is also on this page, sample page, you can see content of the page.php file. In the next lessons we're going to talk more about index.php, how we can show posts by this page, and many other things. But now you know how to create a header, how to create a footer, how to call functions that will provide title of the page. For example, you can see here that here is sample page. This is name of the page, and we get by repeat title name of this page, and we show this in title tag. So that's all for this lesson. So as I said, now you know how to create your header.php, now you know how to create a footer.php, and now you know how to create some small content. But that's not all. I'm gonna show you more features. For now, that's all that you need just to know. Try to create something, some your content. For example, you can try to create something on index.php page, For example, you can just type here hi or some other content. But for now, you need just to know how to create a header and footer. And for example, you can see that here is content from the index.php. So that's all. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back, and in this lesson, I'm gonna show you how you can add your own CSS and JS files to your XAMPP. So let's begin. But first, I need to tell you more about functions.php file. We use this file if you want to use WordPress hooks. And now the next question. What is a WordPress hook? WordPress provides us a special hooks that we can call if you want to customize or add functionality to them or plugin. For example, now we're gonna add a special hook that's gonna include your own CSS or JS files. So now let's open Visual Studio Code, and now let's try to include to our them some custom CSS files that we're gonna create here. So let's begin. So I'm here, and first what I want to do, I'm gonna create a new folder. It's gonna be named assets, or maybe let's just create a new folder that is gonna be named CSS. You can create a assets folder, and in the assets folder you can create a CSS folder. And here I'm gonna create a new file that's gonna be named main.js, and it's gonna change color of the body tag of the background to the, for example, I don't know, background yellow. Yeah. Okay, and now we need to connect this file to our XAMPP. So we go first to the functions.php file, and now I'm going to show you how you can include this file main.css by special WordPress hook to your XAMPP. So first we need to define function, and it's going to be named add own styles and scripts, yeah. And another important thing that I want to say is that when you want to interact with WordPress hooks, you need to create special functions for these hooks. Yeah. Okay, and when I want to include this file to my XAMPP, I need to use special functions that is named wp and q style. But before we're gonna include main.css file, first I want to include here style.css, and style.css will change font color of the body tag, and it's gonna be a red color. And now question how we can connect them to this file. So as I said, we need to use wp and style function. And for example, here is first argument. This is the name of our CSS file. I mean, in the first argument, we type how our file will be named in the WordPress CSS files list. And here is also the second argument, where we type the path to the CSS file. So it's going to be named main style, and next I need to type here path. So if I want to get path to the style.css, I need to call getStyleSheet function. When you typing getStyleSheet URI, it's always return path to the style.css file. So we don't need to type here paths like for example css main.css or other. So as I said, this function will return path to the style.css. So now that means that we connected style.css file to the RSM, but that's not all. Now we need to call hook that is named vpnq scripts, and after that we need to type here add own styles and scripts function. In this way, we say to WordPress CMS that we want to include some custom CSS or JS file in the XAMPP. So we type here add action function, and we type here vp and q scripts, and after that we typing functions that we want to call that will interact with this hook. So we type here add own styles and scripts, and now we can say that we just added included a style.css file to the RSM, and now we can check this. So I'm gonna open browser. So let's go to the browser. Okay, and now if I refresh my page, you can see that's all fonts now with in red color, and you can see that this style is included by style.css file. Okay, and now next question, what if I want, for example, to include other file, for example main.css file? So that's not hard. We will use the same function vpnq style, and for example I can just type here main second style. And now how I can, type that. So first, in the second argument, I call function that is named get template directory URI. And after that, I type here that I want to get file from the CSS folder, and I want to get main.css file. So maybe somebody have question, get template your directory URI, what this function do. So this function returns a path to the root folder of the XAMPP, and the next what we did, we added a string that has information with a path to the main.css file. But here in this example, you can also see third argument. This is empty array, and in the third argument, you can include other registered CSS files that will be included inside this CSS file. But here is also fourth argument. In the fourth argument, you can type the version of the CSS file, and for example, it will be 1.0. So this is actual version of this CSS file. Yeah, and the fifth argument, you can type media that is defined for this XAMPP. For example, it could be screen, print, or all. So it's gonna be all. And yep, so now we included main.css file, and next what we need to do, let's go back to our browser, our website, and refresh page. And now as you can see, main.css file now is included. So that's way how you can, you can just get some files and CSS files and include this. I'm gonna also show you how you can include some, for example, some your own JS files, but we're gonna do this after I download Bootstrap. So now it's time for downloading all Bootstrap files, and we're gonna include this CSS framework to our XAMPP. So let's go to the Bootstrap website. So I'm here on the Bootstrap website, and here is link. Yeah, so now let's download zip file with with compressed version of Bootstrap CSS files and JS files. So I click download, and after that I will open this zip archive. And in this archive we're gonna find two folders. This is CSS folder and also JS folder, and you need just to copy these two folders to your XAMPP directory. So I'm gonna do this, and after that I'm gonna back to the record. Okay, so now you can see that here is JS folder and also CSS folder with Bootstrap files that I get from the archives that you can download on official Bootstrap website. And now we need to connect some files that we have here. So first I'm gonna before I'm gonna include here style.css file, I'm gonna include bootstrap min.css. So I type here vpnq, and I type here name bootstrap. After that I typing path to this file, so it's gonna be get the play directory URI css bootstrap.min.css. we will have here empty array, and its version of this file is gonna be 1.0, and it's gonna be interact with all media types. Great. And next question, how we can include, for example, JS files. So this is not hard. You need to call another function that is named vpnq scripts, and this works similar like vpnq style. So first in the first argument, you type the same appointments that in the vpnq style, and second argument, this is also a path to the JS file. So first argument, I type here bootstrap script, the second argument, this is path to this file, so it's gonna be get template directory ri js folder, and it's gonna be bootstrap min.js. So I want to include this file, yeah, and here we gonna include jQuery. Yeah, maybe somebody have question that why you typed here jQuery. My answer is simple, because this library, this JavaScript library, is already installed in WordPress, and you don't need to download this separately. You need just to type here in array argument, in third argument of the VP and QS script. So, for example, if you have style some JS files that have that uses jQuery and you want to include this in WordPress, remember to add in third argument that you want to use jQuery library. Okay, and in the fourth argument we type the version of the JS file that will be included. So it's gonna be version 1.0, and that's all. Yes, that's all that I want to type here, and that's all. Yeah, now we can check that for Bootstrap is included. But before I'm gonna do this, I want to clear my main.css file and also my style.css file. I want to delete this code here, and let's get back to the browser. So I'm going to my website. Okay, so let's open our website. Now let's refresh it, and you can see that Bootstrap now is included, because if I, for example, get here, you can see that here is CSS files from the Bootstrap. I can go to the code explorer, yeah, and I can type Bootstrap. You can see that Bootstrap is now included, and also Bootstrap JS also included. So that's way how we can connect your CSS or JS files to your them by using VP enqueue script and VP enqueue style function. But also don't forget to use special hook that is also named VP enqueue scripts. Okay, that's all what we need. So that's first step that we did. We included Bootstrap, and as I said in the first lesson of this course, we're gonna use Bootstrap to build our them. So that's all for this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video.
Welcome back, and in this lesson we're gonna create a first template in our them. So let's do this. So first let's go to the code editor, and let's go to the root folder of the them, and let's create a new file that's gonna be named page-home.php. Okay, so now I'm in code editor, so let's go to the root folder. So I'm here in my them, and I need to create a page-home.php, and this is gonna be this is gonna be template for the home page of our website. So first let's get header, and next what I'm going to do, this is define the name of our template, and after that it will be possible to use this template in admin panel. So let's do this. So I type template name, and after that I need to type name of the template, so it's going to be named homepage. You can type everything that you want here, and also I need to call footer, so I type here get footer function. And now I'm going to create as a first section that's going to be named top wrapper section. So it will be like this: section ID top wrapper dash section. I close it, and after that I start using Bootstrap classes and features to build a small template. So let's do this. So I type here container padding 5 BG warning, so it's gonna be have yellow background. Now I creating new row, and in this row I'm gonna create a new column that is gonna be in full width. So call And after that, if we want to print a name of the WordPress page where we gonna use this template, we need to call the next function that is named the title. So let's do this. And if I want to type title of the page, as I said, we need to call function that is named the title. And that's all, but also I want to add a few words. So imagine that you want to show content of the page, so you will need to use next function that is named the content. So for example, if you type the content, it's gonna show content of the page that you created in the admin panel. Perfect. So we just created a new template, as I said, and now we can use this on our pages. So now let's go to the admin panel and let's create a new page that's gonna use this template that we just created, and let's check how it works. So I'm gonna go to the browser. Okay, I'm here. And first what I need to do, I need to go to the pages. I need to add new page that's gonna be named home. And here, as you can see, here is template tab, and here in this template tab we have drop down where we can select templates of our theme, and here you can see templates that we just created, and this is a homepage template. So let's choose this, and also maybe I can create here also some content for this page. So it's gonna be, for example, hi, I'm here. But I want also add a few words about advanced custom field. Maybe somebody who watching this video already know what about this plugin, and in the end of this course I'm gonna also tell you more about this, because for now I want just to show you how you can use all functionality to build your own theme, how you can add your own pages, own templates, how we can build a template structure, and how it works. So for now we just want to test our first template, so I'm gonna publish this page, and now I'm gonna go to this page, and you can see that here is title of my page, and here is also content of this page. So home and hi, I'm here. So that's how it works, but that's not all what I want to do. So I'm gonna back to the code editor, and I'm gonna show you a few more functions. Yeah, let's also type here heading 1. And if you want, for example, get title, and in PHP code you don't need to type the title, you need to call function get the title, and for example you can save this title to your variable, and after that you can work with this title in your title variable that I just created. And the same works with content function, so I need to call get the content, and maybe you can use this when, for example, you need to show title in CO data or other. But that's all. That's how you can create your own first template. It was really simple, because in this lesson only what I wanted to show you is how you can define your own template and show you first two functions that you can use. And also I want to add a few words about blog page, because in the next lesson I'm gonna show you how you can build your own blog page. I'm gonna show you what is WP query, how you can work also with posts of the WordPress, and many other features. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my WordPress course, and in this lesson we're gonna talk how we can create your own blog page. And before we're gonna start, I want to show you a few functions that we're gonna use in this lesson. So first it's gonna be have post functions that will check if we have posts on current page, and the post function to get current post data. But also I'm gonna use the title, the content, and the excerpt function. So now I'm gonna open index.php file, and we're gonna build our blog page. So let's do this. So I'm here, and as I said, I'm gonna open index.php file, and I'm gonna delete this hi. And as you already know, index.php file is a file for the post page, and that's why everybody calls this page a blog page. First thing that I want to explain is that this
this is the working logic of a blog page. By default, WordPress sends a post object with posts that exist in the WordPress admin panel, and we can work with them. And this post object is sent to this blog page, so it's gonna be index.php file. And so let me show you how you can print all posts that you have on the blog page and that you have in your admin panel. So let's do this. So first I'm gonna create a section, blog section, yeah. So first I want to create a new container, and also here I'm gonna create a new row. Okay, so let's create a row, class row, and here it's gonna be full width column. So let's create a div class column D, okay. And first, what we need to do before we access to the to the post object, we need to check if we have post on our WordPress website. So we do this by the next way. So first I open here PHP tag and I type if have posts. So it's gonna check did we have some posts on this page, so on the index.php, and or we have some posts or in the admin panel. So let's do this. So first we check this, and after that next step is we need to use a while loop and the have post function to show every post that we have in this loop. And also we called the post function. We're gonna call this function. So first I need to call while loop, so I type here while have posts, and I call the post function to get current post in this loop. And after that, when I called the post function, I can show data of the single post. So now I'm gonna build blog that's gonna show information about current post. So it's gonna be named posts blog. Okay, and here we're gonna show title of the post. And if I want to show title of the current post in the post loop, as we have here, I'm gonna call functions that is named the title. So for example, if you have some loops that show custom post type or posts of the WordPress website, you need to and you want to show a title of the current post or custom post type record, you need to call the title function, and it's gonna show title of the current page. So next, what we need to do, we need to call div class post blog short desk. So we type here post short desk, and we need to call here the excerpt function, and this function is gonna show some short part of the current post content. And next step, let's create a new link that's gonna be button read more, and here we need to call functions that is named to get the permalink, and it's gonna get a link to the current post that we have in this loop. And that's all that I want to show you. That's how we can build here on blog page, but that's not all. We just created a new template for the blog page, but now we need to go to the admin panel, and we need to create a few posts in the admin panel and check a blog page. So let's do this. Okay, so I'm here, and let's go to the post section, and let's create here new post that's going to be named like a lorem ipsum. It's going to be title of our post, and for example I can type here, hey, this is test of the new post. And let's publish this post. And next step, what we need to do now. So I have two posts, and now we need to create a blog page. Oh, sorry, I mean not post, blog page. So we go to the pages, and I click on the add new, and it's going to be named blog. We don't need to we don't need to add something here. We need just to create a blog page. And next step, we go to the settings and we go to the reading section. And now we need to select first what we need to select here. This is post page, so it's gonna be blog page. So I save this. And now if I go to the blog page, as you can see, here is my 2 posts that I created, and also here is template index.php, and that's how it works. So as you can see, all works nice, and that means that we just created fully working a blog page. And I think we can now in the next lesson add more design, add more elements, more create a more interesting interface and website. And in the next lesson lessons, I'm gonna also show you how we can create a page for the single post page. But for now, you know how to create your own blog page that's gonna show latest posts. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to use special materials that I left in the description of this video. So thanks for watching. Hi and welcome back to our WordPress course, and in this lesson we're gonna create a template for the single page for showing all content of the single post. So if you want to create a template for the single post page, first you need to create a new file that name it single.php. So before we're gonna do this, I want to show you 2 methods that you know that you've seen before. This is the title and the content, and we're gonna use these methods to show title of the current single post and content of the current single post. Yeah, so let's do this. So now I'm gonna go to the Visual Studio Code and create a single.php file, and we're gonna create a template for the single post. That will be not hard, so let's begin. Okay, so now I'm in the code editor, so let's go to the them folder and let's create a file that is gonna be named single.php. And first what we need to do, this is get header of the them. So we get header and we get footer. Okay, get footer. Okay, now let's create a post section where we're gonna put all content of the single post. So I creating new section and it's gonna be named post section. And let's create a container of the section by using bootstrap class. And let's create a new row with 1 column. So row justify content center. It's gonna show all content inside of this row in the center. And let's go create a new column with width 8. And here let's create a heading 1. And here we type title of the current single post. And let's create a new div that will have post content class. And let's call here function that is named the content, and this function will show content of the current single post. So now let's check results. That's all what we need for now. And also I'm gonna show you how you can add your own reviews to the post with using WordPress plugins, or for example you can just call WordPress comments form. So now I'm gonna open browser and check the result. So I'm here, and as you can see I have one post that have no error flag. And now let's go preview of this post. So where is link, permalink. So let's go to the page of this post, and as you can see here is title of our post. Yeah, here is post sections that we created in the template, here is column, and here is post content div that we also created in our template. And as you can see, that content that we created in WordPress is shown here, and that means that we did all correct. And you can see that this page using a single.php file. So whoa, that was really easy. And many WordPress templates using these typical functions that are named the title and the content to show title of the page or custom post type, or content of the custom post type. And that's how it works. And soon I'm gonna show you more details. I'm gonna show you how you can work with taxonomies, how you can create your own categories for the for your posts, how you can create your menu for your WordPress website by using special WordPress functions, how you can create your custom post types, how you can create your own meta fields. And we have many things that we need to do. And we also need to add more design. We need to add more, more interesting elements in our XAMPP. For now, we're just looking for the basics of building XAMPPs. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back to another lesson of the WordPress course, and in this lesson we're gonna create a template for the post category page. So let's begin. And first, what we need to do is create a new file that's gonna be named category.php. So let's do this. So now I am in the Visual Studio Code, and now let's create a new file that's gonna be named category.php, as I said. And first, what we need to do, this is get header. So we're gonna use this template to show, current posts that have some category. For example, we can create a category that's gonna be named news. And if we go to this category page with news, we're gonna show posts that have this category. So let's also get footer. And let's create a new section that's gonna have ID category section. Okay, next let's create a container. That's not so important to create all structures. That's all I do. You can just create your own styles. You can create your own blocks or other. One important thing, this is understanding all these functions, PHP functions that I use, and how WordPress works with this template. So let's continue our job. So container. Next, let's create a row. Let's create inside this row new column with full width, column there. And let's create inside this column, now let's create heading 1. Let's also add here new class, category, title, and we're gonna show now title of the current category. So if you want to show title of the current category, we need to use function single cat title, or we can also use the title function. And next, if category have some content, we can use the content function, some description of category or something like this. So now let's get back to the admin panel and let's create some category and check this template. So let's go. So I'm gonna open my browser. Yeah, you can see here is Nauru flag, and let's go to the admin panel. Okay, let's go to the dashboard. Let's wait before it's gonna be loaded. Okay, now let's go to the posts and let's go to the categories tab, and let's create a new category that's going to be named news. Yeah, here we can also add description. For example, I don't know, here I will publish my news. Add new category, and yeah, now we can go to this category page. As you can see, URL category news, and if I go here, you can see that this page uses category.php files that I just created, and you can see that there is the content function is not working. That means that I need to call special function for categories, because category template have special functions, and one of them, this is single cat title. If you want to show, current title of the current category, or single cat description. So now let's check it. Let's go back to the browser and refresh. Oh yeah, I forget. Looks like I forget something. 1 second. So yeah, I forget that we need to call functions that is named not single cat description. We need to call category description. Category description. I can also call here echo function, and let's get back to the browser, to our website, and refresh. And as you can see, here is description of current category. You can also go to the, for example, uncategorized category, and this gonna also use this template that we just created, and now we can customize our category page. But that's not all. Now what I want to do, this is get all posts from that have category, for example, uncategorized. Yeah, so first what I want to do, let's go back to the Visual Studio Code, and first what I want to check, if we have post with this current category. So I call here function have posts. Yeah, and here I creating logical construction if I close this, and yeah, we have post with current category. Okay, now let's go back to the browser, refresh this page, and as you can see, that means that we have posts object that we can show now, so that we can use to show posts of current category. So now let's get back to the Visual Studio Code again, and now we're gonna do one thing that we did before. We can just copy code from the from the index.php and paste it here, and also we can also create a here else branch, else there is no posts, let's also create a here paragraph tag. Okay, that's good. Let's get back to the browser and reload our page, and as you can see, now our category page shows posts that have category uncategorized. Or for example, if I go to the news page, you can see that there is no post with category news. So that's how it works, but I didn't show you what is Webpack Query, and in the next lesson I'm gonna also show you what is Webpack Query and how we can work with it, how we can build your own queries to get posts, how we can filter posts, sort posts, and many other things. But for now, try to customize this to page. You can add here some styles or something else. For now, I want just to show all basics of creating our templates and the template structure, as I said in previous lesson. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. In the previous lesson, we created a template for the category page, and in this lesson, I'm gonna show you how you can create your own post type. So the first question, what is post type in WordPress? Post types in WordPress is like a post, but this is your own essence that you create. For example, you can create a new post type that's gonna be named books, and in this post type you're gonna save information about some books. It's like a post, but as I said, your own essence, and you can create many other essence that you want. You can add anything you want to your own post type. For example, meta fields, custom fields, and many other details. So let's begin. And now let's create a new post type that's gonna be named movies. To do this, we need to open the functions.php file and write the next code that I'm gonna show you now. So now I'm in Visual Studio Code, so I close these files, and now I'm in functions.php. And now we need to create a new function. It's gonna be named add movies cpt. That means custom post type. You can give names that you want for functions. That doesn't matter. You can name, for example, I don't know, add my custom post type, or register custom post type, my custom post type, or something like this. This doesn't matter. You can give names that you want. And now we need to call function that is named register post type. We call this function because we want to create a new post type. In the first argument, we need to type slash of the post type that we want to create, and it's gonna be movies. Next, we need to create an array with options of this post type. And here we create a new array that is named label. And here we can type information about labels that's gonna be shown in admin panel. For example, movies, it's gonna be name in admin tab, singular name, it's gonna be movie, public, true, we enable this custom post type, has archive, true, enabling archive for this custom post type, rewrite, array, slack, movies, and here we create a slack for this custom post type, show in rest, true, and it's gonna create our URL, and it's gonna be accessible by WordPress pages. And now we can create a supports array, and in this array we can type options that will be supported in this custom post type. So it's gonna be title and editor where we can type content of this custom post. So now let's close this. Now we need to call next hook, and name of this hook is init. And now we need to type functions that we want to call. also with this hook. So now we can say that we created this custom post type. So let's open admin panel and check the result. As you can see, our custom post types that we just created is now in the admin panel, and we can continue to customize this. Now I want to show you how we can create your own template for a single movie page. But before I'm gonna do this, you can go here and you can create your own now movies, yeah. And as you can see, here is title and editor. This is features that we added in supports array. But also you can see here is permalink for this movie. So that's how it works. And I forget to say that now we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna create a single page for the single movie. And this rule also works with other custom post type. If you want to create a template for a single custom post type, you need to create a file that will be named like a single custom post type slack. Yeah, that's how it works. So I'm gonna show you, for example. So if I want to create a single page for some custom post type, I type single, I type dash, and after that I need to type slack with custom post type, and for now it's gonna be single movies. So because we want to create a single page template for the movies and for single movie, and it's gonna be so simple page. So first we need to call the header. Here we will just call the title and the content function, because I don't want to make something special. Section ID movie section, yeah. We can call container. Let's do this first. Container, let's create a row now. Okay, let's create a row as I said, and let's create a let's create a two big columns, two columns with full width for all row. So this is first column, and here in first column we will create a new heading that will show title of the current single movie. So we call here the title function, and next we create a next column that's gonna show content of the current single movie, and here we need to call the content function. So we did it, and now let's go back to the admin panel. Let's create a one single movie, for example. I don't know, maybe you can just maybe call this like a movie about sponges or SpongeBob, I don't know. And for example, you can type it's a test, for example. Yeah, let's type here some content like this. Let's publish it, and now we can view this post. So we go here, and if you see errors that page is not found, you need to do one thing. You need to go to the dashboard, you need to go to the settings, and you need to go to the permalink section, and here you need just to update your permalink. So you need just to click here, save changes, and refresh, and as you can see, now it works. Sometimes we have some errors with when we're creating new custom post type. We also need to don't to forget to update permalinks of the website. So that's how it works. But here is new question: how to create own categories for this movie? So if we go to the dashboard, and if we see here posts, you can see that posts have one categories, and now we want to add also here our categories. So how we can do this? And that's the moment when we need to use taxonomies. So how to create a taxonomy for the custom post type? But first question: what is taxonomy in WordPress? You already know that we have categories in the post, as I said, and categories, it's our taxonomy of the post's custom post type. So taxonomies is like creating a group of categories for the custom post type, and you can add categories to this taxonomy and do many other things. Now let's try to create a new taxonomy that's going to be named text or movie text, and it's going to be used in movies custom post type. So let's do this. We need to open again functions.php file. So I'm here, okay, and now let's create a new function that's going to be named movies taxonomy. And if you want to create a new taxonomy, we need to call here the function that is named register taxonomy. In the first argument, we gonna type the name of the taxonomy. In the second argument, we type which custom post type will have this taxonomy. And in the third argument, we type options of this taxonomy. So let's do this. So I call register taxonomy function. Yeah, and here is name slack of this taxonomy, and here I add which custom post type will have this taxonomy, and now I can call here array options. And first we need to type here a hierarchical option true. This will be hierarchical taxonomy like categories if we type here true. And now let's create the labels, and here we type option of the labels that will be displayed in WordPress admin panel. So first name is gonna be movies tags, singular name, it's gonna be movie tag, search items, search tags, all items, all movie tags, parent item, parent tag, parent item colon, parent tag, and edit item, it's gonna be edit movie tag. And let's add 5 labels here. And if we want to update some tag, we're gonna type here update tag, add new item, it's gonna be add new movie tag, new item name, new tag name, and in the menu our tab with movie tag tags, it's gonna be named movie tag. Yeah. Next, let's create a rewrite, and here we control slacks that will be used in this taxonomy. So we create here rewrite array, we type here slack, it's gonna be named movie tags, and we need to type that this is also will be hierarchical. So we type here hierarchical true, and now we need to also call init hook to initialize this taxonomy, and we copy this function and we type this here, and let's save it. And now let's get back to the browser and check results. So first let's refresh our page, and as you can see, here is new taxonomy that is named movie tags. Yeah, and that means if we go here, we can edit this, and we can also add here support of this taxonomy. And that means that some movies will have here have this text that we will add here. Yeah, also if you type here quick edit, you can, for example, you can see that here is cool text that I created before I started recording this video, and I can update this. And if I go to movie tags, you can see that there is one post that has this taxonomy. And if I go to the preview to see movies with this tag, you can see that this page uses index.php file, but there is also Oven templates structure for the taxonomies, and soon we're gonna talk more about this. For now, that's all what you need to know: how to create your own custom post type and how you can create a taxonomy for this custom post type. And you can see that this is like Oven categories for some groups, and that's how it works. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back, and in this short lesson we're gonna talk about how we can create an error page for the error code. That will be so simple. So let's begin. And first, what we are going to do now, this is create a new error page for the not found error code. So let's do this. And here also you can see caption that describes how this works, how we can create your Oven error pages. So now I'm gonna open Visual Studio Code. Okay, I'm now in Visual Studio Code, and that means that now I need to create a new file that will have not found error code, as you can see. And first here we need to get header, and after that we need to get footer. And let's also, create here some simple section with id not found section. Yeah, and also you can add here any content that you want. I'm gonna just create here a new container with 1 row and 1 column, and I'm gonna create also one heading with caption not found. So I just opened my column, and now I type here heading 1 not found. Okay, great. Now let's open our admin page, our website, and let's check how it works. So I'm gonna switch to the browser. Okay, and now let's try go to the page that's not exist in our website. So for example, it could be some random query, and as you can see, my template using file that I just created. So this works also with other error codes, for example, with an IP block or bad gateway and many others. So that's how we can customize pages, error pages for the error codes. So thanks for watching. That was really short lesson, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back, and in this lesson I'm gonna show you how you can create a menu of the XAMPP and show you it in your test header. So let's begin, and first let's open the functions.php file and register the new menu by the next code. So I'm here, and first let's create a new function that's gonna register new menu. So I'm gonna create a new function that's gonna be named register primary menu. Yeah, and let's now we need to call here register now menus function to register a new menu in the XAMPP. Okay, so let's here type our array of options, and let's type here slash of the menu and name of the menu, and it's gonna be named primary menu. And next what we need to do, this is call init hook to initialize this function in the XAMPP. Okay, cool. Now we can open the menu page in the XAMPP tab, and let's add a few items to the primary menu. So let's get back to our website. Let's go to the admin panel. So okay, I'm here, and let's go to the appearance. But first we need to refresh page, and as you can see, here is now menus link. Let's go here, and as you can see, now we can create a primary menu. Yeah, and let's remove this link. Okay, and now create a menu, and now we have menus that we can use. And next thing what we need to do, this is show the primary menu in the header.php file. So let's get back to the Visual Studio Code. Now let's open header.php file, and let's remove this code. And now we need to call only one function that is named wp now menu, and you need to use this function to print your menu by slack that you typed here. So now we copy this, and we go to the header.php, we type that we want to print menus that have this slack, and save it. And now let's get back to the website, and now we can refresh your page, and as you can see, here is my menu with editable links from the admin panel. And as you can see, here is menu with menu 1, and now you can just customize this with your styles. And for example, if I add here new item, for example, it could be contact us page, add to menu, and save menu. And if I refresh, as you can see, now this is editable menu, and you can customize this. So that was really short lesson where I showed you how you can add your own menu by using wp-nav menu function. And in the next lessons, we're gonna talk more about wp core, how you can use some special PHP functions to do some backend job in your WordPress XAMPP. Hi, and in this lesson I'm gonna show you how you can build a search page for your WordPress theme. So let's begin. And first, what I want to show you is a get search form function. This function is used to print the search forms that is provided by WordPress. So now let's go to the index.php file and let's call this function. Okay, so now I'm in Visual Studio Code, and next thing that I need to do this is go to the index.php file and let's create here new section that's gonna be search section. Yeah, let's create it here also container. Yeah, container, and let's create it here row. Okay, and let's create here one full width column. Okay, and let's call search form by calling get search form function. Great. Now let's go to the admin panel and let's go to the blog page to check result. Okay, I'm here, and now let's go to the blog page. So if I want to go to the blog page, I remember, yeah. So yeah, you can see here is search form, yeah. And if, for example, if I try to type here, it's gonna show me results, but I need to have search.php file to show results inside of this file. So let's create also this file. So let's go here and let's go to the them folder. Let's create a search.php. First, let's get header. Okay, and let's get footer. And here we're gonna do the same thing that we did in index.php. All what we need to do is get all data that will be founded by have_post function and by while loop. So let's do this. So first let's create a search section. Okay, search section, search section, and let's create here container. Okay, let's create here also one row, and inside of this row let's create one column with full width. And now we can just copy content, code that is here, and paste it. And now let's get back to our website and check results. So let's try to search something. So as I said, search.php file, it's gonna show everything that will be founded by your search queries that you will type here. And it could be posts, it could be pages, and other custom post type. Now let's check how it works. So let's try to type here, for example, hello, and click search. And as you can see, this page using search.php file, as I said, and we found it our posts hello world. And for example, if I type here lorem, it will found lorem ipsum posts that I created. So that's how it works. For now is searching only posts, but we can customize this by using Webpack query, and soon I'm gonna tell you also what is Webpack query and how you can use this if you want to create to work with your own custom sites, custom post types. But before I showing you how it works, let's first open Visual Studio Code, and maybe you remember single mouse. Okay, maybe that's all. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back. In this lesson I'm gonna show you how you can use a special WordPress class Webpack query that is used to make your own queries for getting post data. For example, by using Webpack query class, you can create a query that will get posts and sort by name, or you can write a query that will get data from your custom post type and will also sort all data in methods that you want. Now let's open Visual Studio Code and let's open the index.php file, and next thing that we are going to do it's get only the latest posts by using Webpack query. So let's do this. Okay, so now I'm in Visual Studio Code, so let's go to the index.php file and let's show the latest. Maybe I can create here a new section. or maybe let's do this without any templates, special templates. So first thing what we are going to do, this is create an array with options for request that we're gonna execute by using Webpack query. So we're creating array where we're gonna write all options for requests that we are going to do with Webpack query to get latest post. Okay, so first I typing parameters that is named post type. Post type option is used to type Slack of the custom post type. You know, it could be post, yeah, or it could be movies custom post types that we created in previous lessons. Okay, so it's gonna be post, and next this is post status. Post status, here we can choose that we want to get posts that have published status or draft. You choose what you want. So for us, we need to get published posts and post per page. And here we type number of the posts that we want to get. It could be, you know, any numbers that you want. For us, we need only one post that is latest. And next thing what we'll do, now we need to create a new object of the Webpack query class. So I creating new variable, new Webpack query, and here I need to pass arguments. And now we can say that we get new latest post by in this variable. After these two steps, we can now show the latest post that we got by using Webpack query class, and this post is saved in this variable. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did here, because Webpack query working in the same algorithm. So when I want to show the post data or other data that I got from the Webpack query, first I need to get this variable, and after that I can use the same functions that I used here in this loop. So I calling have post function by using this variable that have my latest post, and also we open here while, and as you can see I also using here have post in loop, and also I type here, I get here current post that I have here by the post function, and I close my loop. Yeah, and after that we can just copy this code and paste it here. Yeah. Let's delete here some tabs, remove some space. Okay, and we can type here, for example, latest post, and let's save it. And now let's go to the blog page and check this code, how it works. So now I'm gonna open my browser. Okay, I'm here, so now I need to go to the blog page. So let's go here, and yes, we see here one error. Cannot use object of type Webpack query as array. So let's fix it. Looks like I forget something here. Yeah, one important thing that you need to do when you finish it finish it working with your Webpack query. This is called function Webpack reset query. This is called reset query and Webpack reset post data. It's really important, because you know, when you did some job with Webpack query, you need to reset all this data because you need to free some space that will load this data by default by post objects that will provided by Wordpress. And yeah, looks like all is okay, and let's get back to the browser. Let's refresh it, and yeah, looks like, yeah, oh hey, I forget one later. Okay, let's get back again. I fix it. Okay, I think everything now is fine. Let's get back again to the browser, refresh. Oh, this not working again, but you can see that latest post is showing, but I broke my default query that is here. Maybe we can just get all this content and go here. Okay, and as you can see now it's all working nice. Result is here. So as you can see now all working nice. So now I want to tell you the reason why this stopped working. The main reason is, you know, as I said in the lesson when we created blog page, by default WordPress give query, post query with posts data to blog page, and that's the reason why in code while we're here, don't need to call variables. And when I use it here, my Avon webpack query, you know that I use it here with reset query and with reset post data, and these functions reset all data that was provided by WordPress by default for showing latest posts that we did in blog section. And here you can see how you can get your posts that you want by using webpack queries. This is not all parameters that you can use. And for example, let's try now change here post type to movies. Let's get latest movie from the custom post types that we created in lesson where we talk about custom post types. And now let's get back to the browser. Let's refresh, and as you can see, this also works with custom post types. This also works with pages and many other custom post types that exist in WordPress. And you know, I showed you only 3 parameters that you can use. Here is also, for example, order. You can sort your you can sort in different ways your posts that you will get by webpack query, for example by desk, and I can order by title. It will sort all movies by title. And you know, I will add to this lesson, also attach to this lesson resources PDF file where you can see more and more parameters that you can use in webpack query. And that's all that I wanted to show you. This is webpack query, and that's how you can work with it. Now let's try to create your own page template where you gonna get some posts, some special posts, or for example try to get the most I think maybe the most all posts that you have. Let's try to do this by using resources that I will add to this lesson. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Welcome back. In this lesson we're gonna talk about how we can create how we can work with media files that are inside the media library of the WordPress website or them. And let's begin. And the first thing that I want to show you is how you can import the path to the image of the file inside your template. And let's go now to the index.php file, and let's try to get image from the assets folder, and let's do this. Okay, I'm here, and as you can see, here is image folders that I created for one image that I have. And as you can see, here is this image with this special smiles that have one Khmer letter. And now let's get this image, for example, in our blog page. So let's go here, let's create a new row with full width column. Okay, so I'm creating new row. Nice. And let's create a full width column as I said. And now let's get this image in img file. So what I need to do if I want to get image from the SAM folder, from the image folder, I need just call one function here that will return a path to the root folder of them. So I type get template directory URI, and now I can type path to my image, and it's gonna be image.png. Now I save it, and now let's go to the browser and let's check our blog page. Okay, I refresh, and as you can see, my image is added now on the blog page. So that's how it works. So if you want to get a path to your root folder of the XAMPP, you need to use this function again, template directory URI, and this works perfectly in your in PHP code. If you want to use this in classes, you can use this. So for example, I want to show you how this works. Okay, and now let's get back again to the blog page and let's refresh it. And as you can see, this returns, as I said, path to the root folder of the XAMPP, and that's how we can use this. But now I want to show you how you can get files from your media library. So now let's do this. So let's go first. Oh yeah, I forget password. Yeah, okay. Now let's go to the media library. media library, and as you can see here is Nauru flag, and here is ID of this item. So now next question, how I can get this image by this attachment by using using ID of this attachment. That will be so simple because we have also here a nice function that is named wp get attachment image, but this also can work with files. So let's go here and imagine that I want to get path to this image. So I type here media image, for example, and I type wp get attachment image, and now I need to type ID of this image that I have in my media library. And now let's type var dump to get result. Okay, now let's get back to the blog page. Let's refresh it, and as you can see, this get image tag with this attachment. Yeah, this is this Nauru flag, and if you want to just to get only path to this file or information, you need to just to use wp get attachment. This also will work, but you don't need to save files of your images or other files of your XAMPP in media library. It's better to save all files in your XAMPP folder, in image folder, and get your files by using get template directory URI function, and just type path to the files that you want to get. So thanks for watching. That's all that I wanted to show you. And maybe some people just asking question, well, dude, we spent many time with working with many functions and features of the building WordPress, simple WordPress XAMPP, and now some people may ask question why we didn't use Bootstrap. We use it Bootstrap, but we don't build design with this CSS framework because that will be take much time, and I want to show you all basics of the building templates and XAMPPs for WordPress. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video.